So talk about growing up in Wilson, man. What shaped your love for basketball?
Growing up in Wilson, like with basketball, I feel like it's big out here for real. I started with Anthony Atkinson, All Stars, and my dad really got me into basketball. But like Anthony, him and his pops, they really was a big influence for me with playing basketball. And then from there on, man, we just took and ran with it. Like I used to get up before middle school at like 6 a.m. and go shoot with my pops and work out, and then we'll do something after school and then have practice or whatever, or go to AAU. So, like, basketball was just a big thing for me growing up. For real.
Yeah. Was any other sports thought about at the time or not?
We tried baseball and football.
It wasn't it?
Nah.
Why didn't you rock with it?
Football, I got hit too crazy. And then baseball, I didn't make it past T-ball. Like, I couldn't get the ball off the tee.
Baseball is boring, dog.
It is.
I tried. I was out there like in the outfield picking grass. My dad was like, this isn't it.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't for me.
Yeah. So talk about you just mentioned Ant Atkinson, but like talk about your local guys, mentors that you looked up to that kind of really, really put you on.
I would say local, Anthony Atkinson probably was the biggest, like, because, you know, growing up in Wilson, that's like one of the biggest names you hear for sure, especially the run at Barton. He probably was like one of the biggest people for me, especially with playing with the All-Stars, because, like, you know, he hoop, like, he not holding back. That was like one of the things growing up. He was probably like a big inspiration for me for real. And then other locally, like my godbrother Aaron Roundtree. I used to go to Greenfield games with my pops sometimes and go watch him play too. So.
Cool deal. So you went to Greenfield games at an early age?
A little bit.
All right, so we're going to hop. That's the next question. So you went to Darden your whole middle school career?
I started at Forest Hills, and then 7th grade, once I was able to hoop, I went with my pop.
Okay, because he was coaching.
Yeah.
How was that dynamic for you?
It was cool. Like, I didn't have a problem with him coaching me because, I mean, he's coached me at AAU, like when I was with the All-Stars. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I knew I had the keys, so I was
good.
I was hooping.
You good.
I ain't
was he a strict coach as a pops? Sometimes it's really hard to find that rhythm and mesh, because sometimes it's like
I would say in the practice he was strictly coach. Yeah. But I can feel it in the games, like when he'll call me over, it almost would be like a little bit of dad, a little bit of coach. Yeah. But I mean, it didn't feel like nothing different. Like I said, he was already coaching me when I was with the All-Stars before.
Yeah, so you was already used to it.
Yeah, I was already up to it.
So you never went to a public school, high school?
High school, no.
So you never, I mean, you got the feel in middle school, but it's still a different feel in high school. Obviously, you made that leap to Greenfield, man. Talk about what goes into that decision to not even touch a public school and go straight to Greenfield.
Well, my parents knew off rip. I think I was at Forest Hills in 6th grade. Like they already knew I was going to Greenfield once I was going to high school. But that transition for me, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm losing all my friends, my past teammates and stuff. So when I first got there, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous. Like, I ain't talked to nobody for real. And then we had like one of the first 2 days afterwards. It was like me, Kobe, and like 2 other people who were like playing ones or whatever. Yeah. But then I just started opening up to everybody. Yeah. And it became easy after that for real.
Yeah, it's definitely a family environment for sure at Greenfield. What do you think, coming from public school, was the biggest adjustment, like off court?
Classes, like
it got real over there.
For one, it was hard, and then 2, like my class size when I graduated was I think 20 kids. So like some classes, I mean, it was like 4 of us in there. So I'm forced to speak.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know what's going on half the time.
I swear. So you got to lock in one time.
Like I say, so that was probably like the hardest thing for sure, was the academic parts, like just having a smart class size.
Yeah, I think when I was there, we had a public speaking class. I mean, literally had to get up there and like write speeches. You have your speech for the day. We like shaking all day. You know how you had a little break, we writing our, but like you lost points for like laughing. Yeah. And like, I mean, serious. It was serious though, but what it taught me for the future is everything. I mean, Greenfield is literally, you know, the epitome of like character. You know what I mean? It's things that you can't. I'm not saying you can't get them at a public school, but you know they're not as emphasized.
But I'm about to say, like that prepared me for Richmond. Like Richmond was the same way. I had small class sizes. I had to participate. Like it was like 40% of my grade. Yeah. So like just from me transitioning from Greenfield, I already got like the jitters out from like being
easy.
scared to talk in front of people. And like once I got to Richmond, it was like easier for me to just do what I needed to do.
That's dope. So talk about you being a freshman in your role when you stepped on that court. I coached Dji his freshman year when they had the power squad with Kobe White, Elijah McCadden, Trey, and all those guys. Talk about how you were feeling playing with somebody of Kobe's caliber.
I'm not gonna lie, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, at that point, it was just I felt like I was the man everywhere I was. So once I got there,
right,
and seeing the levels, I was like, oh, man, it's crazy. So like, I ain't have a problem. Like freshman year, I knew once I got it, like it's either catch and shoot or make a play. Like I ain't have a problem with him getting the bucket.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, hey, it was going in. You know what I'm saying?
90% of the time.
And I always felt in the back of my mind though, like I had to just wait my turn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was that freshman year really wasn't hard for me because he did all the hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Between
I had
him
the
and
easy
he?
job. Yeah, I'm about to say I had the easy job.
Did you feel pressure to make shots at a high clip?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm about to say, because you knew when it came to the corner, like almost like you gotta make it. I mean, but that's nervous, and you were like, I mean, to go from darting to like big environments, like that's not like, this is not like just going and playing, like, bro, like every weekend, y'all, it was smoke. I mean, and cameras are on you guys. I mean, as a young kid, 14, 15 years old, that's pressure, dog.
I remember the first one that
you were scared. You were scared at the John Wall.
The John. Hey, but once I made that first one, I was cool though. I was good after I made that first one though.
Bryson came over there, and he said, "Bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's too many people."
It was.
It was deep. It was deep.
Warming up, I'm like,
nah, it's a crazy experience though.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, that freshman year definitely helped me though, like having pressure on my shoulders, just from like, you know, when I get the ball.
For sure.
Like I felt cool headed out there. Like I felt like that was like a learning experience.
It prepped you for the following years, for sure. And I think most importantly, from my standpoint, coaching, it taught you how to be a role player before being a leader. And then you step right, your like role increased every year.
I was about to say, 'cause that's the same thing with college.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I feel like that's with every athlete though. You just gotta find your niche and where you fit in, and then you bank off that.
100%.